Oh, it's you guys. You're early. For the setup tour, remember? I got you. Well, let's not waste any time. Come on in. This video is really long overdue. I've been meaning to do a setup tour for a while, except I was just really not happy with the way my current setup was, so I changed everything. To me, a setup is very personal. It's supposed to represent who you are and what you like. I'm gonna be doing 4 giveaways throughout this video. However, I'm not gonna tell you how to win now. There's gonna be individual clips all randomly put out through this video that will tell you what item to win or you're going to win, as well as how to win. So rather than having people subscribe to my channel just for a giveaway, this is going to be based off a personal thing. So I'm gonna ask you questions that really only my long-term subscribers would know, and you're gonna answer them in a fashion that I will designate in those clips, and that's how you'll win. So let's go ahead and begin the setup tour itself. This is the Sharsta desk from IKEA, and it is a sit to stand desk. It's just not an electronic version, what other people have. It has a crank handle, which is right here, and it's basically manually controlled, and you just crank the handle. It will rise up and down. The next thing, I guess, would be the monitors that I use. This is the LG Quad HD widescreen monitor. It's 34 inches. A lot of people on YouTube actually use this monitor, and I primarily use it for editing. This is an Asus monitor. It is 4K. It's the PBQ. Don't know the rest of the numbers, again in the description. Relatively cheap, 27 inches. And the color accuracy on it is actually really good. And that's the reason why I chose to get this one over other ones. I think I paid around $500 to $600 for it. I use this for, my day-to-day stuff, as well as monitoring what I've exported. Since this is a 4K monitor, I export it in 4K. I can just pop it up on this one and see what it actually looks like in 4K, and then edit using this one. On the sides of my desk, I have 2 lamps. These are called the Strata. Again, probably gonna butcher the name. And they're from IKEA as well, and they're like a string style Christmas type light. But I really like them because when I'm filming, if I'm doing something from a bit of a distance, it adds a nice bokeh effect. And then I have my studio monitors, which are fluid audio speakers. They have the Bluetooth model, which was just released, and then they have these, which are a little bit more expensive than the Bluetooth model. I absolutely love them. They're a great price for what you're getting with these. So working our way over from left to right, focusing on the things on the desk. This is the Akito Raid setup. It's actually hardware Raid. It's around $300 on Amazon, and it holds 2.5 inch, 2 of them, 2 2.5 inch SSDs or hard disk drives, whatever you want to put in it. This is a Lacy D2 Thunderbolt hard disk drive external storage. It sucks, I hate it. Next to that, I have a USB hub. It is the IO Gear. It's from B&H Photo. Again, the link is in the description. It gives you 2 USB ports for charging, as well as connecting things to. All the ports are 3.0, and it also gives you 6 more on the back. These are my, the top one is an SD card slot. It's by Lexar. They're both USB 3.0. They provide a light to let you know when it's actually connected. And I mean, they're cheap plastic still. The bottom one is an XQD card reader for the Sony FS7. So behind the monitors is the 2013 Mac Pro. I have the version that has the D700s. It's got 64 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte of PCI internal storage, and it's a 6-core processor. So as far as the peripherals I use to edit and to just function my computer, I use the standard Magic keyboard or Apple keyboard. This is the 2nd generation. For the mouse that I use the Logitech G700S, I believe it is. It's a gaming mouse. A good friend of mine, Mobile Carlos, you should check out his channel, great content, suggested this mouse to me. So you might notice this tablet looking thing with the pen. This is the Wacom Intuos S Pro, I think I'm saying it right. This is a small version. They do have medium and large variants, and it really streamlines your editing. You have customizable buttons over here so you can program hotkeys and keystrokes and different actions for different applications. You have a dial. It's very, very intuitive. If you guys want to see a review on this, let me know and I'll make one. So on the far right side, I have pretty much everything I need to do voiceovers and my audio editing. I have my audio interface, which I used to have the Focusrite Scarlett 2i for, but I upgraded to the Babyface Pro. My audio, in case you guys haven't noticed, has really, really improved, at least to me. And then you have my headphones, standard headphone stand. It's from B&H, or maybe it's from Amazon. I don't know, I'll find it, again, link in the description. But these are the AKG K702 professional headphones. They're reference style headphones, they're open back, they don't have the bass that other headphones have. It's very flat sounding, which is great for picking up on reverb and editing your audio in a whole. Behind that, you're gonna find an AKG microphone. It's the P220. It's absolutely the best microphone that I have ever used for less than 150 bucks. I mean, that's pretty much my audio setup over here. Now the microphone stand is a Gator stand. It has a very, very solid base, so the microphone doesn't tip no matter the weight. And it is adjustable by unscrewing it and then pulling it up and then tightening it. Ready for the first giveaway? You can win a pair of JBL Pebble desktop speakers to go with your own setup. All you have to do is answer this question correctly. What state do I live in? And I want you to answer it on Instagram. Take a quick snapshot of the state that I live in. Tag me in your post. The first 3 people that answer correctly will go into a random drawing for one winner. So again, the question is, what state do I live in? Ready? Go. So over here I have my printer set up. It's sitting on top of the Alex drawer units from IKEA, and this is the Canon MG7720 printer. Over here I have my collection of horror figurines. They're from Mezco. A lot of people don't take them out of the box, they save them, but you know what? I don't plan on selling these. They're for me and me personally. I love horror. It is my favorite genre, and I'm saying horror, not the other word. The desk is a Besta desk, again from IKEA. Gives you a lot of different options for storage. It is pretty expensive. I think I paid $400 for it. It comes in a few different colors. You can see it has the dimple-like exterior on the doors. It was a to put together, not even gonna lie. Like, I cursed a lot. And the LEDs, by the way, the LEDs on my workstation and over here, all cheap ones, like 15 bucks on Amazon. They're not Philips Hue quality, and you'll probably see a flicker right now, or you definitely have seen a flicker by now. So I would suggest getting a little bit more expensive ones, not these, but I'll leave a link anyways in the description. Every video that I have done has flickered because of these LEDs, and quite frankly, I'm getting tired of it. Okay, another time, another giveaway. This one's for all my Twitter folks. If you're not subscribed to me on all 3 social media connections, make sure you do so, as the first 3 giveaways are aimed at y'all. So the question is, what do I do for a living? If you've been following me for a while, it should pretty much come natural to you because I mention it all the time. And again, all you have to do is answer the question right. Tweet me your answer. The first 3 people to get the question right will go into a random drawing, and one winner will be selected out of those 3. The items that you're winning, you're getting a pack of Slickwraps skins. I have the new Villian collection here. You get one for the PS4, one for the Xbox One, and one for the Nexus 6P. I also have some for the Surface Book and a couple for the Note 5 that I'll send you. But on top of that, you're gonna get a $25 gift card to the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store, or hell, if you just want a Visa card, I'll send you that too. So again, the question is, what do I do for a living? You ready? Go. So you guys probably recognize this field of view, or this area right here, as this is where I tend to sit in front of the camera and talk to you guys, at least recently. Over here I have a cylindrical table looking thing. Again, it came from IKEA, very cheap. The top one can come off and you have a storage unit. The next one comes off, you have a storage unit. It gives you a lot of storage and a very inexpensive package. It's all cheap plastic though, but it's, like I said, very affordable, and it just gives me a lot more storage. And as a tech reviewer, if you guys are tech reviewers and you're watching this, you know you can never have enough storage. The chair that I'm sitting on is, I can't think of the name of it. It's very overpriced though. If you're looking for a very comfortable chair, don't get this one. It was like 350 bucks. It comes in a couple colors, very low to the ground. It does swivel, but in terms of it being comfortable, no. And the quality behind it is not the greatest. The carpet came from IKEA. It is cheap as hell. Do not buy any carpet from IKEA. I like the design of it, but it sucks, and I've almost busted my ass a couple times on it because the actual protector that comes underneath it, it's supposed to grip to the floor better, is absolutely ass. This is the final portion of my office side of my setup. This is my audio side. This is a simple room divider. It's brown, matches the room good. It goes good with the green and all. But if I pull it out, I pretty much have a nice little studio booth. It really helps with the reverb because it closes you in. It's not perfect. You can see I have a microphone behind me. It is the C214 AKG mic. I think I paid like 350 bucks for it. It's the best mic I have ever used. And the Electro Voice that I used to have was around $600. And this just blows it away in terms of quality. It's on a gator stand, just like the mini one on my desk, except this one is not a twist to lock. Instead, it has a trigger, so you squeeze the trigger, you can adjust it that way. Nice heavy bass, so you don't have to worry about it tipping. And then behind it, you have some more reverb reduction. This is actually meant to be put on a desk. It's very large though for my desk, and I really didn't have a use for it. I didn't realize how big it was going to be. So I mounted it to the stand, and it just gives me a little bit more echo or reverb reduction. Little cheap pop filter. You can get them all over Amazon, but I'll throw the one up that I use. These are the Mi hi-fi headphones. I reviewed them in the past. They sound great. Definitely not my favorite. I just have them over here because I don't really have another place to put them, and I need a pair of headphones over here for when I do music. But I mean, they sound all right. Okay, so now you guys know that I love music. But my question is, what music do I love? What music do I perform? Enough to have a whole section of my studio devoted to it. If you guys have been following me for a while, you should know the answer to this question. This one's aimed at my Facebook peeps, so make sure you shoot me your answer on Facebook. Again, the first 3 people to get the answer right will go into a random drawing, and one winner will be selected out of those 3 people. And you're going to win a pair of the Bluetooth S's Bluetooth bone conduction headphones. I did a review on them, and the ball is in your court. So again, the question is, what music do I perform? You ready? Go. Moving on to this side, I don't know the name of the desk itself. It's sitting on top of another Alex drawer unit. This is a stool that I got from IKEA. It's very cheap, it's plastic. I thought it was like a metal when I looked online. I guess I should have read a little bit better. But it's adjustable, it goes up and down. For the most part, it's comfortable. I edit everything on the MacBook Pro 2013 Retina, at least in terms of audio. I do all my video work over there. This is a Alex drawer or Alex desk unit, something like that. It is Alex, I know that. And it just has 2 drawers. I just keep random things in here. I have a lighter in there for the candle. And then I have some little props that I use in my videos in that drawer. These are 2 cases. They both are AKG microphone cases. So when you purchase the P220 or you purchase the C214, they also come with hard cases. And I love the cases. That's why I put them up there for looks. On top of that, I have the Remo Cam, which is my little security system out here. It records the movement and I can monitor it at any time. But this is the Focusrite Scarlett 2 i4. Great audio interface, provides great quality. The Scorpion I have here in a glass box is actually like a paperweight. If you guys caught my Nexus 6P video, you would have noticed that I have a Scorpion on the toe skin that I had in that video. And somebody asked me, what's with all the scorpions, and it's my zodiac sign. Lastly, you have the Let's Get Techie sign. And the only reason why I mention this is because my wife made it for me. It's not necessarily super sincere to me, but it's sincere to me enough to mention because she put forth the effort to make this for me, and it just shows you how much she's involved with my work and how much she supports me. So this is probably my favorite part of my entire setup. This is my chill area. This is where I come to relax. After I've been sitting on the computer for too long, I can come over here, lay out, and watch some TV. And behind me, you can see you have like the Mac icon pillow, and if I move over here, you can see a piece of Dookie, and then of course I have the OT for Tech pillow. The emoji, the poop emoji, and then the Mac icon over here are from Throwboy Pillows. They were kind enough to send these out to me just specifically for this video, and they have quite a selection of pillows to choose from. Over here in the corner, I have my charging table. This is where I hook up anything that needs to be charged, and I also use it to store all my gear. You can see I have like the A7R2 right here with, this isn't the Shogun, this is actually the Pix E5. It's by Video Devices and it is amazing. I'm going to be doing a video on it soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I also have the Shogun over there. I have my lenses. The slider that I use is the Rhino Gear Carbon Evo, or the Evo Carbon, and it has a motion controller to go with it, and it's so quiet. And then I have all the bags that came with my tripods and monopod. Starting to feel like freaking Vanna White. Shogun box, toolbox, couple little decorations. My Wi-Fi extender, the Netgear, I believe it's AC 1900. I have my game collection here, not much. Bloodline, Evolve, the Evil Within, and of course, Mortal Kombat X or Mortal Kombat 10, however you look at it. My little Scorpion figurine. My PS4 is right there. You can see that it is done in blue carbon fiber, which is a really dope Slickwraps skin. I love Slickwraps. You probably know by now that that is my go-to skin company, and the blue carbon fiber edition is definitely no exception. So make sure you guys check them out. Over here you can see I have actually a clapper. My mother-in-law got me that. I just like it. It shows who I am. I make movies, I make videos, boom, got a clapper. I am JJ Abrams, respect it. So I guess we're down to the last item to give away. So for the question, I started to think, I was like, what do I want you guys to answer? And honestly, all I want is loyal subscribers to my channel. With that being said, leave me a comment in the section below and let me know, what do you want from me and my channel as we grow? What can I do with my content to make it better and to ensure you guys are not gonna go anywhere? Answer that question, leave it in the comments, and I will randomly pick somebody to win the Xiaomi Mi 4i. This is a phone that was not released here in the US. Have no idea if it's going to work with your carrier or not. I know that it is a GSM only phone, but you know what? A free phone is a free phone. Who the hell cares? You guys are gonna enjoy it anyways. So again, answer that question with the comment in the description below and or the section below, and that's it. You know what? Just get the hell out of here. This is a little OtterBox box that has all my Kessler plate parts, pieces, screws, nuts, bolts, all in it. Some more little decorations, odds and ends. This bin houses all my cleaning stuff out here for my gadgets, Swiffer, and my cleaner. By the way, isopropyl alcohol and distilled water cleans everything. And in this bin is all my odds and ends and cables and mounts and shotgun mic holders and so on and so forth. This is a Samsung Smart 4K UHD 60-inch TV, and I love it. It has a great picture, awesome for gaming. I believe it does like an emulated 120 hertz refresh rate. The first gen, no, third gen Apple TV, I think. Anyways, it's not last year's model, the year before. I think it's third gen. Well guys, that pretty much does it. That was my entire setup. I know it is a long ass video, but I hope I made it worth it by giving you guys a few things, and I hope you got to know me a little bit more in what I use day in and day out to bring you guys the content that you see. Just keep in mind, none of this stuff is needed to make content that could exceed mine or anybody else's. All it takes is a very creative mind and the ability to take those thoughts and output them through creative media. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, as I try to take care of all of my fellow subscribers because I appreciate you all. Make sure you follow me on all of my social media connections if you're not already, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Be easy.